So, Frank, how long have you been in this institution?
I've been in this institution since 2007.
2007?
I've been institutionalized since 93.
So you've been in other institutions.
I've been in other institutions.
Do you feel that this time here, what do you feel about this time? What is this? Is this your last time?
This is my last time. I came here with a life sentence and with possibility without parole. I lived my life knowing that this is about where I'm going to end it, but I do believe that God, in His own way, will open a door for me. The door to Him, or if it's a door to the street, whatever it may be, I know that it's His will that's going to be done in my life.
So what are you doing differently this time?
I'm focusing more on God and His will, is what He needs from me, and the works that He needs me to do. Instead, I'm not doing this out of my own will, where most of my sentence I've done so far, I've done it out of my own will, which got me stabbed, beat up. I've been submitted to other people's wills, to where I had no choice to do things that I didn't want to do. Now I find the will of God in me, and I'm able to do it.
Well, when did that change happen?
That change happened in 2000. I had a brother come to me and talk to me about God. A man that I thought was my enemy, who sat down with me one day during the yard and told me about how he loved Jesus Christ and what Christ had done in his life. He gave me a Bible, my first Bible. I read that every single day. I had another brother who gave me a concordance, which is a dictionary for the Bible, which helped me break down scriptures to understand what God wanted for me in my life. And ever since then, I've built on it little by little.
So you recommend this kind of program for everyone?
I think this program, everybody should come into it. Either in here or out in the street, you should take part of this program.
So, Frank, what are you doing differently now on this whole yard, your whole life now? What are you doing differently to change?
I'm focusing more on God and what He wants from me. I learned through all the things that I've done wrong being in an institution, how not to do them no more, and how to focus my life in God's hands. How to pray, how to look towards brothers, how to fellowship, and how most of all, how to talk to other men, how to talk to them in a more godly way, not the way of the streets, and not the way of the way I was brought up, or the way most people are brought up on the streets. I learned that there's a way of life that exceeds so much more than what the streets offer you, and what the homies offer you. There's a God out there, and through Jesus Christ you can find Him.
So what kind of relationship do you have with your family?
I have a great relationship. My family had alienated me for many years for the fact of what I did. The crime I committed, I murdered somebody, which I suffered for a long time. My family alienated me, but once I turned my life to God, my prayer was to have my family brought back together. And through that, my family came back together.
So speak something to the youth.
I tell the youth now that if you have the choice in your life to turn to your family, turn to God, to look for Him in your heart, because you're not going to find it on the streets. You're not going to find it with your homies. You're not going to find it with your acquaintances. You're not going to find it with nobody but God, because He's the true path. The path that led me here took me away from all my family, took away from the loved ones. My children were brought up without a father. And that kills me. But I know I have to stay here because I committed this crime. And I'm going to do it in God's way. I'm not going to do it in the way that nobody else wants me to do it but God. So I tell you, if you have a chance, love your family, be with them. Don't do this. Don't come here. It's not worth it. Thank you.
That's very good.